Jadi membaca itu udah suatu budaya, tapi kita tidak memaksakan anak kecil umur 2 tahun harus membaca gitu, enggak. Jadi kita biarkan anak kecil juga bermain sesuai umurnya gitu, Mas. Di sini tuh kalau rata-rata ya keluarga sini itu kalau anak-anak mau tidur malam gitu, orang tuanya itu membacakan cerita cerita anak-anak gitu loh, Mas, cerita.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kembali lagi di channel Jarwo Songha. Pada video kali ini saya akan mengajak Anda semuanya untuk kembali melanjutkan kisah dari narasumber saya yang satu ini, wanita dari Bandung yang kemudian memilih dan menikah dengan pria dari Finlandia. Bagaimanakah perjalanan Mbak Niken akhirnya sampai menikah dengan pria dari Finlandia? Simak video ini selengkapnya untuk Anda.
Nah, terus aku mau tanya nih tentang pendidikan. Peter, we know that Finlandia as the country have the best education in the world. What do you think about that?
Well, everyone always asks about that. Or first is Finland is the happiest country in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Schools were very good 10 years ago. They are slightly down now. So I don't think we are best anymore. But you actually have to ask the kids. The schools are doing a quite good job. So
yes.
Yeah, the schools are okay.
Okay.
I would like better food there, Mr. Makan. But otherwise, they teach us some stuff, but most of the stuff are not that useful that you need.
Okay. And then Serena?
Well, it's same for me. The food isn't that good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You very happy when you go to school. You bought.
Well, no, not that happy. I would rather stay at home and sleep.
What? Computer?
Yeah.
Why you were like to in houses?
Well, I can go to school because I see my friends, but meh.
Like all kids.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Okay. Meh itu apa Mbak? Kalau di bahasa sana itu kayak ya gitu atau gimana sih?
Ya gitu kayak nah gitu loh. Nah gitulah.
Oh, oke. Iya. Terus kalau di sekolah itu dari kelas berapa sih Mbak kalau di Finlandia itu anak-anak mulai diajari membaca? Kalau di Indonesia itu bahkan TK itu udah diajarin membaca gitu kan. Sebenarnya kalau di Finlandia itu dari umur berapa di sana anak-anak mulai diajarin membaca? Terus atau kalau di kelas kecil dulu di Finlandia itu diajarin apa gitu?
5 years. Latest 6 years.
Oke.
Ya, umur 5 tahun, paling telat umur 6 tahun udah mulai diajarin membaca.
Oh, 6 tahun itu baru diajarin membaca?
Paling telat, Mas.
Oh, berarti
5.
sebelumnya?
Mulainya umur 5.
Oh, iya. Diajarin membacanya itu di rumah atau di sekolah?
At home, in the school also ya. Di sini tuh kalau rata-rata ya keluarga sini itu kalau anak-anak mau tidur malam gitu, orang tuanya itu membacakan cerita anak-anak gitu loh, Mas, cerita malam gitu loh. Yeah, a story book in the evening usually here in this family.
Yeah, the preschool thing is the really whatever it's called. So.
Yeah.
Oh, jadi orang di sana udah terbiasa ya membacakan buku untuk anak-anaknya ya?
Iya, sebelum tidur gitu. Dimulai dari mungkin umur since baby also maybe the parents already reading the story for the kid.
Yeah.
Jadi dari umur berapa? 2 tahun atau 1 tahun mulai dibacakan buku sebelum tidur gitu?
Iya, 1 tahun lah ya, maybe 1 year, right?
Berapa buku yang dibacakan?
Kenapa, Mas?
Berapa buku yang dibacakan?
Palingan cuman 1 malam itu mungkin beberapa halaman, terus ya misalnya 5 halaman, nanti lanjut lagi malam berikutnya gitu, per halaman sih, Mas, nggak 1 malam 1 buku gitu, enggak sih.
Oh, gitu.
Iya.
Menarik banget ya. Itu udah jadi culture di sana ya?
Betul, itu membaca itu reading is already like a culture in Finland ya. Mostly people they like to go to library, suka ya. Sudah jadi budaya Mas, membaca itu udah seperti budaya lah ya.
I mean, education and reading is pretty good in Finland. I mean, everyone knows these things, but we are not like Korea or China, so that the kids are 2 years old and they sit and read books this thick. So we are not crazy about it. They can be children as well.
Ya. Jadi membaca itu udah suatu budaya, tapi kita tidak memaksakan anak kecil umur 2 tahun harus membaca gitu, enggak. Jadi kita biarkan anak kecil juga bermain sesuai umurnya gitu, Mas.
And the schools teach a quite wide array of things. So we teach them many things, not so that math, reading, writing. We have a much more that we teach so that you can a lot of different things, and then you can kind of yourself then decide what you think is interesting.
Ya, jadi kita mengajarkan semuanya kepada anak-anak, nggak cuman kamu belajar matematika gitu, enggak. Jadi kita mengajarkan matematika, membaca, menulis, mungkin sejarah. Jadi nanti anak-anak situ memilih gitu, mereka lebih suka yang mana gitu. Tapi semua kita ajarin gitu, pendidikan di sini, Mas.
Oke. Sena, you like nasi?
Yeah.
Wow. Serena,
why not?
Like nasi?
Yeah.
OMG. I think not often children from Europe like nasi.
Well, I like nasi, but if it's white rice, just white rice, nasi, then I don't. Yeah, I like nasi goreng and like that stuff.
Okay. Kenapa Serena? Loudly.
Chinese buffet. Suka Chinese prasmanan, Mas. Di sini kan ada prasmanan buffet. Chinese prasmanan, ini Serena suka nasinya.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, we eat a lot of rice in this family anyway. The first time she came over, straight from the airport, we went to a Chinese restaurant.
Ya, pertama saya mendarat di Finland tuh tahun 2009, Mas. Mendarat pertama langsung ini restoran yang kita tuju itu Chinese resto.
Oke. Itu supaya
we still go there.
Asia.
Makanan Asia ya, Chinese, Thailand ya.
Iya, oke. Kalau makanan Chinese atau Thailand itu lebih banyak Mbak dijumpai di Finlandia.
Yeah, I think yes. Chinese resto and Thai resto is a lot in Finland.
Yeah, more Chinese than Thai.
Yes.
Chinese is very common. Thai, fairly common. There are so many Thai
And
people
Nepal.
here these days.
Nepal.
Oh, iya. Kayaknya si Sena dia udah tahu banyak hal ya. Dia bisa ngapalin gitu, ngomongin gitu ya.
Iya. No, you tell that you knows a lot of things.
Yeah, you know a lot of things, so you can answer when I ask, and or your father answer, you can give answer too.
Yeah.
Ya, oke. Anaknya kayaknya lebih
Finish schools.
Anaknya kayaknya lebih dewasa ya Mbak ya.
Oh iya, Mas Sena ini ya.
Lebih dewasa gitu kayaknya ya.
Iya.
Oke. Nah, terus for Peter, and then you what do you think about the culture or nature in Indonesia?
Well, I mean, the nature is obviously pretty. I'm always a bit worried that you cut away too many of the woods because, the climate change and everything. So
okay.
I hope your government gets that into better order. As for the people, I mean, everyone is very friendly there. And something like the wedding we had, I don't know, 100 people, 200, something, I don't know. That was a bit different from Finland. In Finland, it's in Finland, weddings usually go like this. People drink a lot. But all the dancing and everything that we did at the wedding, so that was fairly okay, except for the traditional whatever I was wearing. It was itching a lot for 5 hours. Horrible.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, what the names ethnic native from Finlandia?
Sorry?
Ethnic. What the names ethnic, ethnic,
In
native,
Finland.
yeah, from Finlandia. In Indonesia, much ethnic like Java, and then Dayak, Bali, and others. But how about Finlandia? Have the native ethnic or ethnic?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Finns, obviously. Then we have the Swedish Finns because we were together with Sweden. Up in the north, we have Sami, which is like what am I? Well, Inuits, like not Eskimos, but in that sense, they do a lot of. Well, Santa Claus has a lot of these reindeer, and they take care of reindeer there. So in Sweden, Norway, and Finland, there is an area up there with a lot of Sami, but that's not a lot of people. So that's the basic ethnic. But these days we do have a lot of Estonians and Russians that have migrated here also. A lot means maybe 50,000 or 100,000. I mean, we are only 5.5 million people in Finland. It's a big country and not a lot of people. So you don't have to see anyone if you don't want to. You can sit in the woods and be alone.
Ya. Oke. Mbak, bisa diperjelas lagi nggak tentang etnik tadi di sana? Ada di bagian utara kan mirip Eskimo, ada yang mirip Swedia gitu.
Ya, etnik-etnik di Finland itu Finnish, Finland ya, sama Swedish Finnish itu kayak suami saya ini, Mas, Finnish Swedish. Jadi bahasa ibunya dia itu bahasa Swedia. Gitu. Terus lalu di di Finlandia Utara itu ada suku ya namanya Sami. Tapi itu hanya kayak sekelompok kecil suku gitulah ya di Finlandia Utara. Lalu ya sekarang ini kan dengan banyaknya orang berpindah dari satu negara ke negara lain gitu, jadi Finland juga ini banyak kedatangan lah orang-orang dari Rusia, lalu dari Estonia gitu. Jadi sekarang sudah berbaur lah istilahnya berbagai etnik gitu di Finlandia ini gitu, Mas.
Oke, kalau bahasa di sana berarti menggunakan bahasa Finlandia ya, bahasa nasionalnya.
Finland has two national languages, Finnish and Swedish. And now I'm actually probably wrong. I'm not quite sure if Sami is the third national language, but the Sami people up Utara, they have still a lot of not a lot of, but they have some sort of independence. They can take care of themselves. So we have 3 languages, but 2 I'm like certain are national languages.
Oh, oke. Jadi bahasa nasionalnya Swedia sama Finlandia ya, Mbak ya?
Swedia dan Finlandia, Mas. Mungkin ada juga lah yang berpendapat juga bahasa Sami itu sebagai bahasa Finlandia juga, tapi bukan bahasa resmi, mungkin kayak bahasa sampingan gitulah ya.
Bahasa daerah kali ya?
Ya, bahasa daerah seperti itu.
Ya. Itu dia video wawancara saya dengan Mbak Niken dan juga Mas Peter, suaminya dari Finlandia, dan mereka saat ini menetap di Finlandia, salah satu negara dengan pendidikan terbaik di dunia. Nah, buat Anda semuanya yang punya kisah-kisah menarik atau kisah-kisah unik yang ingin diwawancara, boleh banget komen di bawah ini. Mudah-mudahan aku bisa mewujudkan untuk mewawancarainya. Sampai jumpa di kisah-kisah berikutnya. Jangan lupa subscribe, like, dan komen channel Jarwo Songha. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dadah.